Okay, so today we're going to learn how to tie a tie quick and easy. We're going to react to this video from, it seems, 10 years ago, 51 million views. Let's get into it.
So here in this video, I'm going to teach you the easiest and most popular way on how to tie a tie. This method is called the fore and hand knot. And what you want to do is you want to take...
See, back in the day when I had a job where I had to wear a tie every day, I opted for the Windsor knot because I thought that had a cool name. It sounded very official and stately. Let's see what this guy does.
The wide end of the tie in your right hand and the narrow end of the tie in your left hand. And generally you want to make the wide end of the tie twice as long as the narrow end.
Okay.
Each tie is a different length, so you probably have to practice a few times before you figure out which length is the best. But generally,
one time I did my tie where I thought that maybe it would be like a cooler style to do it longer, so the bottom of my tie went all the way past my zipper, and I looked like a fucking idiot all day. Like, imagine just someone with a tie that was just like to the middle of my thigh. It was very embarrassing.
Generally, you want the wide end of the tie twice as long as the narrow end.
So in other words, this guy's completely right.
And once you do this, you want to take the wide end of the tie and you want to wrap it around the narrow end so that the wide end of the tie ends up in the front. Notice how the wide end is in the front covering the narrow end. After you do this...
See, what this guy's right hand here, one thing that's also helpful is to lift that up and to kind of hold the progress that you've already made so far. Otherwise, you kind of run the risk of the entire knot itself just completely falling apart before you go underneath the collar and tuck it back down. So let's see how the guy handles that unique challenge.
You want to take the wide end of the tie and you want to take it.
He figured it out.
And push it through the loop that's created by your neck.
Exactly. It's a nice tie. Also, I don't know what's going on here. I kind of like that. It looks like a little pocket, like a built-in tie clip.
Is starting to form. And what you want to do is you want to take the wide end of the tie and push it through the knot.
I like that.
You want to make sure that you keep everything straight.
It looks like he's got a... It looks like what I think I don't like about this knot is the way that it's wrapping around his neck. It looks like these two pieces here have been inverted, like that might create a kind of uncomfortable crease right up at the collar. Let's see how that goes. I don't know about that.
We have created our fore and hand knot. Now you need to pull the narrow end of the tie.
Oh no, I was wrong. It's set up correctly up here. This is working. He's doing good. He did good.
Make sure everything's straight. Pull the collar over the tie. And now we have completely finished our fore and hand knot.
Now that's a man that knows how to tie a tie. You know, with 1 second left, how to tie a tie quick and easy. I would give this tutorial a fucking 10 out of 10. This guy knocked it completely out of the park. I mean, 10 years ago, math meeting, this guy's got 500,000 subs. It doesn't get any better than this, man. How to tie a tie. A step-by-step explanation. Learn the quickest and most popular method to tie a tie. The fore in hand knot. What do the comments say? It's crazy because I first came to this channel to learn to tie a tie 14 years old. Then I came to it for map help at 18. This guy's like my internet dad. I appreciate him so much. Is this guy really...
Hey guys.
Landing page video from 5 years ago. Let's see when his last post was. 4 years ago. So this guy was, seems to be a classic edutainment kind of guy. He's probably from the Vi Hart, Khan Academy, Vlogbrothers, Crash Course era of people that just for some reason dedicated their entire fucking life to basically just being a fucking nerd. Not really, being like an online tutor for random people, which I appreciate. You know, what's his name, CGP Grey, ChatGPT guy Grey or whatever, like that type of thing, or the Vlogbrothers or Crash Course or Mental Floss. These guys are from a different era. People don't really like this kind of thing anymore. Kind of like online nerd, YA, John Green style stuff is just really not... I don't know. I mean, I really benefited from it. It benefited from it at the time that it was a thing, but these days, personally, I mean, I definitely do not really resonate with that type of thing. The guy went 323 videos, got 500K, and then kind of fizzled out, probably because he was doing this kind of boring ass shit.
Welcome to another one of my math videos. Here we have a square root.
This makes me want to die just fucking clicking on this.
Inside of another square root.
Let's see if we can figure this out. Square root of 6 is 3, right? 3 times 2 is 6, minus 7 is 1. Square root of 1 is...
And we want to simplify.
Oh, we have to simplify it. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this in my head before this guy tells us the answer to test my math skills. So I'm pretty sure the square root of 6 is 3. Solved. 3 times 2 is fucking... is 6. But... So 7 minus 6, why can't it...
Simplify this radical.
Bullshit.
So we don't have a square root on the inside anymore. All right, and before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Chris Sieber, and I've got one basic idea for simplifying this radical is to make this inside a perfect square. So let me show you what I mean by this. If we have a perfect square inside of a square root, let's say we have a minus b squared. So we have a perfect square inside the square root.
Sometimes you gotta just look at yourself in the mirror and think that, like, at fucking 2 p.m. on a Thursday, I'm just, like, watching some fucking horrible math video from 5 years ago that I'll never be able to understand, and I don't want to understand. So I'm actually just gonna literally stop watching this completely because it fucking sucks so bad. I mean, this guy is like a nice person probably, and he's infinitely more successful than I have ever been online. This is so weird. This guy clearly abandoned this channel. I wonder why. Do you think it's because he just burnt out and is doing something else? Or did he, like, perish? Is this him? YouTube Rising Star, 2,000 views?
Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel.
This is not what I imagined that this guy would look like at all. I thought that he would be like a young, like a 19-year-old, clean-shaven face. The hair is exactly how I imagined he would look. Like, everything from, like, here up is exactly how I thought he would look. But the beard, I was caught off guard by.
Channel. First off, I just want to give a huge thank you to you, my audience. Because of you, I have been nominated as a YouTube Rising Star. You have no idea how excited I am. You have no idea.
Oh, this guy's funny. I mean, I'm just a total. I'm a fucking loser compared to this guy, honestly, because. I mean, this many years ago, so 10 years ago, whatever, fucking 5 years ago, pulling these kinds of views, from what I've heard, raked in a lot of money, especially with ultra vanilla educational content, such as this is their video. This guy probably made a killing and probably had a really good life because of his success. Oh, maybe this is the one we watched. And I didn't do that. I'm some asshole making a video that's going to get 7 views, so who the fuck am I to talk? Anyway, Chris Sieber, and my passion is to teach mathematics. You know, some people just have passions that you would never expect, you know? Some people have passions you would never expect. Anyway. Okay. That's all.